Welcome guys, so I'm doing my fourth Premier Draft, Worlds of Eldraine. I've used up all my draft tokens and I decided I'll go ahead and use some gems for this one, just see how I go. My results have been not so great. I went 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 3 and 3. Hopefully we're getting slightly better, but we'll see. I do like to rare draft, so it's quite easy to sort of go, oh well, you know, that's why I'm doing badly. But I'm going to keep rare drafting. But I can be smart about it. I don't think I need to rare draft the sort of additional set. This set here. Compulsion. Big mana sink, basically. Song of Totentanz. Create X 1/1 rats. Creatures you control gain haste till end of turn. Alright, we're making the rat deck. I'm on board. Interesting, we get a Restless Bivouac. I am just obviously rare drafting that. We could go red-white tokens. I feel like X spells would be good with a bit of ramp. And what do we have here? Feral Encounter. Double green for a sorcery. Okay, well the key thing here, you've got to cast the card at full price. The creature, so you look for a creature card in the top 5. You can cast it this turn, so it goes away the end of turn. But you also get a fight effect. In fact, it's a punch effect. So it's a green removal spell basically. So talking of green-red ramp, Ruby Daring Tracker gives you mana. Looks like we could go green-red. Threadbind Cleek would be sort of going into different colours, so Candy Trail down there is quite good. But let's go for Ruby. Grand Ball Ghast, Hollow Scavenger, Gingerbrute. And this is a expensive white creature. I don't think it fits in the red-white aggro deck. I think Hollow Scavenger's pretty good. Is it better than a 2-drop? We want to make sure we've got enough 2-drops. I think we can take a decent 3-drop here. Let's take the Hollow Scavenger. Okay, what have we got here? Two-headed hunter can give double strike with that adventure. Instant speed. That's quite fun. Northern Crescendo goes well with a large number of rats. That might fit the deck better. And then it's another Hollow Scavenger. So let's go with the go wide strategy. And a 1-drop green creature could be quite good for that as well. Beanstalk Wurm is quite good for ramping out. So I think it's a toss-up between these two. Let's go to Beanstalk Wurm. That's a bit more impressive. Okay, Minecart Daredevil. So that can give you an instant pump spell. Evolving Wilds is always quite tempting. I think the Daredevil goes really well in the deck, so let's take that one. Boundary Lands Ranger. Power 4. Are we going to get a Power 4 creature? We may do Hollow Catapult if you cast instants or sorceries. Yeah. No. No. It's just a 2-drop, I think. Right. We've got a vague idea we might do some... We might go for white. The Gallant Pie Wielder is probably the best one there. Territorial Witchstalker, so that's for the Power 4 deck. But we'll grab it. Candy Trail is great. I always like a Candy Trail. Late pick. And some blue nonsense. Okay, let's take a quick study. Let's actually just drag out, Pie Wielder. I think the Bivouac is not a big deal. We can probably maybe splash for that. The trouble is it needs another white mana if you want to activate it. That can be a bit of a challenge. We get a red creature, Imodane the Pyrohammer, 4/4 for 4. Oh right, okay. We need single target burn spells if we can find it. I am rare drafting that, even though it's not great for the deck. Faunsbane Troll, green and black. Maybe we can splash for this. 4/4. Get some monster roll. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is very good. Right. We're splashing black. Okay, we're definitely adding. Looking for Evolving Wilds now, I think. Try and fix our mana. It's gone from a go wide strategy to sort of, we're getting some big creatures now, but I think it's fine. Okay, we have Embereth Veteran, nice cheap aggressive red creature. I think that's pretty good. Okay, Twisted Fealty, if you can. That's sort of for a steal and sack thing. Agatha's Champion, though, is a green creature and removal spell. Ratcatcher Trainee goes well with the go wide strategy. I like Agatha's Champion. I like big creatures when we're trying to go for ramp. We've got Ruby as the ramp plan. And Beanstalk Wurm. We are sort of between two strategies at the moment. Kindled Heroism, no. Hollow Scavenger or a Candy Trail. We're doing, actually, we've got quite a few 2-drops now. I think we take another Hollow Scavenger. So doing a bit of the Power 4 thing. Raid Bombardment. Combos really well with Song of Totentanz. But I don't know if I want to try for that. Otherwise we can get another Power 4 creature here, or a Toadstool Admirer. Collector's Vault. Draw and discard, make treasure tokens. That is mana fixing if we're splashing. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, I don't know about Raid Bombardment. Yes, it combos well with one of my cards, but yeah, that's not going to happen very often. I think we just take another ruby here. I think it's okay to have a couple of rubies. It is a legendary, but I'd worry about having you know, more than two though, in case you just draw all of them. So we're actually almost good for 2-drops. I'd say one more 2-drop, a couple more 3-drops. That's the good basis of a deck. Season of Growth. No. Okay, there's a Ratcatcher trainee. That can be a bit more go wide. We don't have actually much celebration. It's more about just the power 4 thing. Edge Wall Pack makes a creature. It's a 3/3 menace. It's all right. Bit of card draw. Yeah, let's get an Edge Wall Pack. That's not bad. Flicker Coin is 1 damage. So that. Okay, that, remember, we've got Imodane the Pyrohammer. It goes well with Imodane. Imodane will do that much damage to each opponent. Okay. Well, Skewer Slinger is a good creature. Now let's take a Flicker Coin, so at least we've got one thing that does damage. Grabby Giant or Skewer Slinger. We're probably okay for 4-drops. Okay, no, we can get one more 4-drop. I like some. And this is also a 2-drop, so I think that is good. Another Ratcatcher or Spider Food. We don't have much removal. I'll take another Ratcatcher. It's kind of the perfect go wide card for the deck. Probably won't play Kindled Heroism. 1-drop creature seems good. Bellowing Bruiser. Last pick, yes, please. Okay. Talking of splashing white cards, Regal Bunnicorn. Pretty good, but maybe, I don't know if we play it. You've probably got to choose between black or white as a splash color, I think. But we've got Collector's Vault that makes treasure. We now have a Grabby Giant that makes a treasure to help us sort of splash things. Oh, this is, yeah, Sleep Cursed Fairy. Okay, this is the combo card. I'm going to grab one of these. I've nearly got a full deck here. It's got an okay, it's got a perfect mana curve practically. So this is playable as it is. I would say. So we can just grab a few rares if we want to. Archon of the Wild Rose it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Other creatures you control that enchant by auras are 4/4 and have flying. Cool. It's double white, so it's probably impossible to play that. But why not? Why not grab it? You never know. I'd kind of like a single target damage spell to go with Imodane that's a bit more significant than Flicker Coin. We're pretty low on any kind of removal spell. It has to be something targeted, doesn't it? Targeting a single creature. Put a target permanent card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. Fire Breathing with gives you a card. Another Flicker Coin. Sky Beast Tracker, Verdant Outrider. Do we want another 3-drop? I think we could do. I don't really want another Flicker Coin. Flicker Coin, does that make a treasure, by the way? That's right. Okay, that's also some mana fixing. That's a good point. Right, I didn't think of the treasure on that. That's probably one of the main reasons you play that card. Another Verdant. Okay, Verdant Outrider again. Let's take some card draw. Let's take Witch's Mark. Don't know if I'll play it, but it can fix your opening hand if it's not quite right. Okay, we do have Hamlet Glutton. But we could have a rat catcher trainee as well. We got two trainees. I think I want the Glutton at the top of the curve there. What's that? Stonesplitter Bolt. Oh boy. Okay, that is the combo card with Imodane. I think we have to take that. Even though there's another rat catcher. That could be amazing. Scarecrow Guide is mana fixing. So is Brave the Wilds. Which one do we want? That is a 1-drop. Yeah, let's take Brave the Wilds. I think putting the mana fixing in the 1-drop slot might be really good. Another Collector's Vault, another Beanstalk Wurm. I think we take the Worm. Okay, interesting, Johan. Oh, actual genuine ramp card. Let's take that. Return from the Wilds. An equipment card with Celebration. Another 1-drop creature. Maybe let's take a Leaping Ambush. We probably won't play it. I'll take him. Diminish your Witch. Nobody took that. Nobody playing blue, I guess. Okay, 49 cards. We're going to cut. Simplest thing is cut the troll. So this is going to be a 5/5 with a monster roll token. We can sacrifice an aura to have it fight something. It's pretty good. It's a removal spell. It's like a 5-mana removal spell, but also a creature. I am going to just cut it just for now. And that means I can basically cut everything that is mana fixing, like Collector's Vault. I would always cut my combat tricks first. That's like a removal spell. I'm going to cut Witch's Mark. We could actually cut Flick a Coin, maybe. Flick a Coin. If we cut Flick a Coin and we cut Stonesplitter Bolt, that means we can cut Imodane. They're like a package deal, right? Just see what the deck looks like. We can add those back in if we need to. And we have to cut Restless Bivouac. Obviously it's a land, but it's not really cutting a card. Then we still need to cut 2 things. So it looks like we've got too many 1-drops and too many 5-drops. Bellowing Bruiser is pretty good though. So I think yeah, that's right. Brave the Wilds is the other mana fixing card. I think we would I'm not that excited by a 1/1 creature, so I'm probably going to cut the Toadstool Admirer. And then it's 40 cards. Return for the... tell you what, Return from the Wilds is another mana fixing card. Which we might not need. Which means we put the Put the Toadstool Admirer back in. Or something else. So this basically discard and draw 2, but you also get a Wicked Roll token. I think that might be better than a 1/1 creature, because we really need to hit our land drops and get our big creatures out with this deck. So that is a first pass. I mean, that's one thing you can do, because I'd say Stonesplitter Bolt, Imodane are a package deal. Possibly Flicker Coin. Yeah, Flicker Coin, Return from the Wilds, Brave the Wilds, Collector's Vault, and the Splashing for the Troll. That's sort of a package deal of 5 cards, basically, to try and let you get the mana for that. But if the other 5 cards we put in are sort of just as good, maybe we don't need all of that support for that strategy. Because we've got an Agatha's Champion, which it's almost as good as a Faunsbane Troll. Yeah, anyway, I think that's a decent first pass at a deck. I'll call it end of part 1 there, so thanks for watching so far. Okay, well, I've made some big changes to the deck. I've decided to just go for one synergy. So I've gone for it's called Ferocious Synergy, which is the power 4 creature. Power 4 or greater synergy. So you see it on Ruby, Daring Tracker, Territorial Witchstalker, and Boundary Lands Ranger. And it makes it easy to make the deck, because you just cut everything that isn't a power 4 creature or doesn't have a payoff. It does mean we cut all of the rat cards, the go wide cards. So we drop the 2 trainees, we drop Gnawing Crescendo, obviously that's a big pump spell for the entire team. Edgewall Pack only has power 3, so that gets dropped. We're dropping the Song of Totentanz. It seems like a very good card, but I want to stay thematic, and I want to sort of stick to my theme. So that's left out. Of course, Toadstool Admirer didn't make it. We've dropped one of the Hollow Scavengers, so this guy, he can eat a food to get to 5 power. So he's kind of playable, but not the best. And we dropped Grabby's Tracker because that's power 2. It does. So this is the mana value 5 strategy. So he would go with a few of my bigger creatures, but yeah, so we're not really a food deck. I think we've got better options. So I'm not sure if I should leave out Song of Totentanz. It's just obviously this is going to be better with all the other things, with Gnawing Crescendo and stuff. I also want to do this. I can play Imodane and Stonesplitter Bolt, which is a fun combo. I can sort of dream about potentially getting, maybe in one game if I'm really lucky. It's probably not going to happen, but the important thing is individually these cards are playable. So Stonesplitter Bolt is a decent creature removal spell at instant speed, I think. And Imodane's another 4 power creature, so she helps. She helps that part of the deck just by having 4 power. And you notice there are quite a few 4 power 3-cost creatures, so Verdant Outrider and Minecart Daredevil. So if I could have gone for another one of those, another Verdant Outrider, I think, and that could replace the Hollow Scavenger, you see, which is maybe slightly. It's fine. It's just not ideal. We also, because we're splashing for the troll, we're playing all of the mana fixing and ramp cards. So we've got Collector's Vault, Return from the Wilds, and Brave the Wilds there. We're actually playing a Plains and a Swamp. We're playing Restless Bivouac as well. I figured may as well do that. We've got a couple of sources of treasure. Brave the Wilds can dig for a basic land, so that's why I've got a Plains and a Swamp. So anyway, that's the deck. That's what I'm going to try out. And I could also always, if I get fed up with this, I can switch to the rat deck. But let's see how we go with this. Okay, we get the swamp in the opening hand. That's quite nice. Return from the Wilds can also find a land, so that can find my plains if I need it. We've got a 2-drop, and we've got a 3-drop creature. So, pretty good opener. And we've got Flicker Coin, so that can make a treasure, draw a card, do a point of damage. Oh yeah, it's waiting for me because I've got something I can do on turn 1. Forgot for a second. We get another land. We're up against enchantments. Red-white enchantments, that's interesting. So, a bit of celebration going on. Okay, we can Beanstalk Wurm out an extra land. Do we want to do that? Do we want to flick a coin and kill the keep guard? We'll just play a Hollow Scavenger. And now the problem is, if we do Beanstalk Wurm, we don't have a follow-up. Okay, I think we should go for the creature. If we top deck a land, we can do the Beanstalk Wurm adventure. Now the keep guard. And that, what happens to this guy? It gets a +1/+1 counter. Fair enough. That's just gonna keep getting bigger, so I think this is where I'm happy to trade off. Okay, we didn't hit the land, unfortunately. We can return from the wilds for another land. We can flick a coin, kill a keep guard. I think we'll always be able to do that. I think I'm going to return from the wilds. Let's get the plains actually. Blue token or a 1/1. Let's get a 1/1 creature. Currently, he's missing enchantments. Expecting some enchantments to come out. That is an enchantment. Okay, there you go. He gets to scry twice. Ooh, right. Nasty. So it stuns something. And then, oh, whenever you tap something, you can get a +1/+1 counter. Brutal. Okay, I think we'll play a Beanstalk Wurm. Probably find his pacifism. Or a maybe a tap card. So you see, this is usually in, you know, in theory, this is in the blue and white deck, right? Which has more tapping things. So we're looking at a kind of mixed synergy here, bit of enchantments, bit of tapping things down. That's a ferocious card. That's the rat card. But, you know, if he just rolls out creatures consistently, it'll work. he'll kill me. So Ratcatcher is a good target for a coin flip, I would have to say. I think I want to keep flip a coin, mana for flip a coin up. I want to get a treasure from my Grabby Giant. So sacrifice artifact or land, so to draw a card it's really good. But I'm just going to play Boundary Lands. Ranger, do nothing. Discard a card. Decline. I'm just going to use that to discard land. I want to block with my big creature, and in fact I'll block with the Witchstalker as well. There's a Ratcatcher trainee. Okay, right. Who are you pumping up? Fair enough, that's a 4/4. Pretty scary. Oh yeah, and it triggers the Boundary Lands Ranger, of course. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we could double block to try and kill this guy, or we could just take 4. Kill the Ratcatcher. Feel like Boundary Lands Range is a really good thing to keep. I don't want to sacrifice that. Obviously, I want to keep the worm as well. Great, so I can discard that forest and get something else good. We'll play Imodane. Remember the giant, we want the giant to do a bunch of stuff for us as well. discard that. Nice. Beanstalk Wurm. Let's think about that. He has to trade a couple of 2/2s for it. I think we can do that. I think that's fine. I'm worried. He's gone pretty wide. I'm worried about the +2 power to everything card. And we get another card draw thing as well, Collector's Vault. It's pretty amazing with the Grabby Giant, actually. Belligerent, 3/3. And we get Ruby Daring Tracker, okay. Ruby has haste and she's a 3/4. Grabby Giant. Do I want to? I don't want to make a treasure and then just use a treasure. It seems like a waste of resources. Somehow. Right. Can I draw any cards here? Discard. I'm going to. I think I'll keep attacking with a 5/5. I don't think he's got good blocks. Okay, well, he has to trade 2 for 1, right? Ruby would be a 3/4 attacker as well. But he could trade off a 2/2, basically. Wondering if I've got a combat trick. So I've got through 3 more cards than him. He's obviously only drawn 4 land, so this is why he's got so many creatures. I've discarded 1 land so far. I dug a land out of my deck as well. I drew an extra card of Flicker Coin. Okay, 5 damage goes through. Good. I am thinking ahead. If I can draw my X spell, the more mana I've got and the more treasure, that's the more damage I can do with Imodane. I can do double X with the Stonesplitter Bolt. So right now I could, if it just wins, I can do him 10 direct damage. Unless he's got... In fact, even if he has instant removal, of course, the way magic works, this ability will still go off. Taking away the source of the ability doesn't remove the ability, if it's already been triggered. And we're lucky because we do have access to a lot of card draw, so we can just keep drawing cards and trying to get that. I mean, I don't necessarily need my Grabby Giant, so I could, like, if I draw the X spell, okay, he timed, unfortunately timed out, so we didn't get to see the combo go off. Yeah, guess I had fun there. But his strategy seemed all over the place a little bit, right? Because he's got a bit of enchantments, he's got a bit of ferocious, and a tap down card as well. You could call it a good stuff deck. He's just like picking the best looking stuff, but maybe not that much synergy. You're kind of just relying on a really good mana curve to just roll over the opponent and crush them like a kind of like well, a classic Boros deck, I suppose. Sir Barrington. I know the story of Sir Barrington. We have Stonesplitter Bolt in the opening hand. Very interesting. We have a Ruby, another 2-drop, Witchstalker again, and Hollow Scavenger. Seems like, and we get the Swamp again in the opening hand. It seems good. We are on the draw though this time, so things are going to be tougher from that perspective, at least. Toadstool Admirer, that's a fast start. Well, well, well. Faunsbane Troll, and we have a Swamp in our hands. That's nice. Thinking if we play Ruby this turn, there isn't a 1-mana spell that we can take advantage of, because she's got haste and she's a mana dork. I think we play the Witchstalker, and then if we, I guess, top deck another 2-drop next turn, we can play Ruby and a 2-drop, which would be quite good. Let's go for Witchstalker. Or we could just play Hollow Scavenger next turn. And we've got the extra forest, so we can play a Faunsbane Troll. Turn 4. You need another mana to activate his ability, so it might be better to wait until we can do that. And that is probably going to be what I use to take down Paranaughty, but it's not like I have much removal in the deck, to be honest. Bivouac is a tap land. I'm just thinking we could play the tap land and Ruby this turn, or we could play the Hollow Scavenger. Bivouac just doesn't do very much until I've got another white mana source, so I think like, there's no need to play it. Okay, attacking with both of those. So I think Witchstalker will try and trade off there. We'll see if he's got back combat trade. No, he just trades off. Okay, I'll take that. Oh dear, what is Ashiok's Reaper? Oh right, it's just a card draw thingy. Right. Do you have any enchantments is my next question. Because I might suddenly have a new target for Faunsbane Troll. We do have this removal spell though. An interesting thing, we've got the Beanstalk Wurm. We can actually use the adventure there, get both of the lands out, and just play Ruby. And I think that's a good move, so that's what we'll go for. Yeah, just play an additional land. Play the Bivouac. Play the Ruby. And that's it. And Ruby could actually use the mana that can feed the Hollow Scavenger, which is interesting. We're not attacking. Right, Ashiok's Reaper's coming in, we just block it with the Hollow Scavenger. Cool, yeah, I'll take that trade every time. I mean, I did miss a trick there, didn't I? Did I? Yes. This can get to 4 toughness. Could have survived that. Okay, so he's using Fell Horseman to get that back. Alright, fair enough. Another Toadstool Admirer. Okay, fair enough. Right. So Beanstalk Wurm has reach. He knows I've got that already, so I feel like I should play that, and that's stopping the Barrow Naughty. Yeah, Grabby Giant has reach as well, by the way. Yeah, let's just do a Beanstalk Wurm. Let's not overcomplicate things. I can attack for 3. Right? Yeah, I attack for 3. Let's get some damage in. Let's see if he's got a removal spell for the worm here. So that might sort of settle it a little bit for me. If he didn't have a removal spell for the worm, then I can just block the Barrow Naughty, and it's not quite as scary. So I think I'm just going to kill the 3/3 creature with Faunsbane Troll. That seems to make a bit of sense to me. We just read this card carefully. Yeah, it is 1 mana, basically to do a fight. So that is what we'll do. Yes, I will sacrifice that aura, please. I don't know what he's got planned with that. If he's got a bunch of enchantments on their way, but I am just going to attack. I think I attack with a worm, to be honest, as well. Don't mind if he swings back and uses his mana to pump it up. It's not that scary, really. Yeah, these are oofies. They're not fairies, so I could hold this land. I think I like having 6 land though, so I'm gonna play the 6th land. He's got a 3/3 horseman. Oh, but he's got his own Beanstalk Wurm. Okay. That's getting through. Okay, well, we got Bellowing Bruiser. We don't even need to use a Stonesplitter Bolt here. I think we can get through with 7 damage if I'm correct. We stop him from blocking, and then his swing back is sort of 6 damage or something. And I'm on 15, so one little. Oh yeah, of course these things have Ward 2. So it does cost me 5 mana to do that. Well, let's count it right. I mean, he's going to have to chomp with one of these. So 1, 6, 9 potential damage swinging back, I believe. Hopefully I've got this right. Would be embarrassing if I lose here. But he's not playing red, so he doesn't have the +2 power to everything spell. We assume he's not playing red. Warehouse Tabby, no, I don't think that's going to do it. Belt Horseman. Okay, so 4-point Stonesplitter. Hang on, if I do a 2-point Stonesplitter, but let's put a forest down. Just count our mana here. 7 mana. 2-point sacrifice of food. I've only got 4 mana. But it means I can play a Grabby Giant. So maybe that's a good one. Paid 2. So bargain means you can... Okay, maybe I can't bargain this, so I will just play safe. Pay 4. Okay, this is where the bargain screen comes up. Anyway, too late to worry about that. Gone for it, and we're going in. Trade off there, chomp block there, chomp block there. Oh, Hopeless Nightmare. Well, we can save the giant by doing that. Good game, yeah. Well, yeah, we had 2 removal spells there. Faunsbane Troll, I think, was pretty good. Well, he took out a 3/3 creature, and then there's just another 4/4 body, which is pretty overwhelming. Okay, good start for this one. I was a bit worried it'd be it's just a janky combo deck that wouldn't work, but we've not had to rely on the combo or anything. Turns out just having big creatures is enough a lot of the time. This time we get the plains. It looks I've got Witch's Mark. We want to use that Wicked roll, so I think we ramp out on turn 2 with the worm. Got access to treasure, so we'll have access to black mana. We are on the draw again. Another land. But we'll have enough land for Beanstalk Wurm. Turn 5, so that's good. He's ramping out 2. He's drawing cards as well. Okay, we could ramp out or have a creature. We can always ramp out next turn. We can do Witch's Mark next turn. Assuming this guy's still alive at that point. Could have been a turn 3 Grabby Giant, I suppose. Okay, so he's tapped down like that. Yeah, it's blue. Blue's pretty good at handling big creatures, bouncing creatures, tapping them down, so... we can do 2 mana worth of stuff. What we want to do, I think, is play another forest first. Tap the forests. And then Beanstalk Wurm. Play out a Plains. And then we can get the Grabby Giant treasure, I think. Might be a good plan. Sky Beast track 2/4. Makes food when you play big things. Okay, we do need double red for something in our deck. I'll play that mountain. Let's see, Agatha's champion. We can sacrifice the treasure and kill the Sky Beast tracker. That seems quite good. Obviously he's got a Beanstalk Wurm coming, but it would just be a trade with the Agatha's champion. And then he might have to actually block the Agatha's champion. Yeah, okay, I think I've talked myself into that. I think that's a good move. Yeah, sacrifice the treasure. We can discard a forest as well. Draw another forest. Boundarylands Ranger, I think. Pretty good card. Gonna get rid of a lot of my excess land now. Okay, tough cookie. We can, for 3 mana, he can make that into a 4/4, can't he? And Agatha's champion will bite the dust. So he's deliberately obviously keeping the 4 mana up for that. However, I have a Witch's Mark. I can make this into a 5/5. I'm going to go ahead and try that. And we'll discard a forest or a mountain. Discard a no, let's discard a mountain. Draw 2 cards. Still draw 1 extra land. Do we need 6 land? That's now what I'm thinking. Discarded, yeah, forest and mountain. Discard a mountain. Yeah, I'm liking this card. Well, we'll hold the forest because we can also discard that next turn as well. Let's just check. He can make a 4/4, so he'd have to double block to kill this. Oh yeah, no, he blocks with the cookie. But I can kill the cookie. Let's see. I want to kill the cookie. I think that's a good deal. Right, he does that. He blocks with... Okay, block with a flyer. Fine by me. Think about playing... Could have attacked with Ruby there. No, it should have face planted into a 4/4, of course, if I had attacked with Ruby. And I can play a Hollow Scavenger here. Or I could discard the forest for an extra card next turn. That's a tricky one. think more power now. Let's... Oh. Let's see, I've got to play the forest. Let's play the creature. Beanstalk Wurm. Okay. It's a 2/2 tough cookie. What's the cool thing he does? Yeah. I think I'll kill that 2/2. That's fine. This guy doesn't have a food token. Cool. We have yeah, guaranteed. I'm going to draw another forest. Let's play my Beanstalk Wurm. And that'll power up the Ranger, and we can discard another land. Beautiful. Love it. We can't get through a Beanstalk Wurm. So I'm going to turn that. Boundary Lands Ranger MVP. I think 3 of these lands I've discarded. Okay, yeah, I'll take that trade. There's nothing special going on here, it's just he's pushing through 2 extra damage. Seems fine to me. Love it. Okay, Minecart Daredevil. Ooh. Oh, look, yeah, what does this do? +2/+1, so she's going to get to 5 toughness. If we do Grabby Giant, we've got 2 mana available, so we can still do a... well, that'll trigger our Ranger. Get rid of another land. I control a powerful creature, so Ruby will be a 3/4. You're trading off for Ruby. Yeah, you made the right choice. I'm going to go ahead and use this for extra damage. We have a Feral Encounter, which is potentially another removal card for 2 green. It's also card advantage. We can find a creature. We can play it this turn, and we've got 7 mana available. Uh-oh. So that taps things down. Okay, I think it's the Feral Encounter. I think that's going to be good. Somebody going to get tapped down here. Grabby Giant. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, God. Well, yeah, I found a creature. I cleared out some crap from the top of the deck, to be honest. So, yeah, we're obviously... Oh, target creature you control. Target 1 creature you don't control. Discard a card. That's another 3/3 creature. It's another land, potentially. I'll decline that. We'll attack like this. And then at least 2 damage goes through. Yeah, did I do that the wrong way around? Yes, I did, because guess what? Yeah, I should have made... Oh, wait. I've got to bargain. That's the thing. I've got nothing to bargain with, so I can't bargain. I want to get the swamp out of my deck. So, they're out of my... yeah, into play. And the Daredevil. So it's literally the one creature I could have hit that I couldn't play, I think. The other Ruby in the deck. But, yeah, we get a win there. And Boundary Lands Ranger MVP. I think we discarded 4 lands to draw 4 more cards. It's the Land Flood beta. I suppose, yeah, it's like a dam, basically. So I think that's the proof of the pudding there. That's, we're not playing a food deck, but you know what I mean. It's if you just go for one set of synergy, if you just focus on ferocious synergy rather than having all the rats stuff, things like the payoffs like Boundary Lands Ranger are just very easy and consistent to pull off. And then he's thinking he has to use a removal card on my 2-drop creature to stop me discarding and drawing. Okay, we like this. Turn 2 Ruby. We have a turn 1 Candy Trail. We have Beanstalk Wurm as well. Okay. Going first. I think I want to find 2 more lands. Candy Trail. I'll probably keep it if there are 2 lands on top, just so I can get... Ah, no, I maybe only need 1 land, because I've got Ruby. So we'll keep 1 of the lands. Yeah, land plus Stonesplitter Bolt. Do we need a Stonesplitter Bolt? I'm going to say yes. I like Stonesplitter Bolt. We're going to play Ruby and just going to viciously attack for 1 damage, I think. So we get to 4 land next turn. I think we can then sacrifice Candy Trail. Flicker coin could do. Okay, let's we'll hold up mana for Flicker coin, I guess. We technically kill his alchemist with a bargain Stonesplitter Bolt. I think we can, but I don't think that's what we want to do. So blue-black deck. This guy can replay instants and sorceries. Put them on top of the deck from the graveyard. So maybe a blue-black deck with a lot of spells. Oh, Balloon's Gatekeeper. Yeah, that's a good one. The Alchemist gets pumped up, of course, right. So I was talking about bargaining a Stonesplitter Bolt. This is going to stop 3 damage. Doing it because I think it's fun. That's the main thing. Got that black protection spell, or bring back bring back from the dead spell, I'll be sad. Okay, well, top deck a land, so that's a Beanstalk Wurm. We're gonna regret using that Stonesplitter Bolt so much, but I thought it was fun. Okay, we'll flip a coin at this guy. Coin actually taking some enemies down, which is pretty cool. We'll play the ruby that he has seen already. And we can attack for 8. Mana. He's 1 off the Gatekeeper. You might think I'd keep the Stonesplitter Bolt for the Gatekeeper later on. It might have been a bit more logical. Oh well, Boundary Lands late. Ranger, he's sort of a day late and $1 short, unfortunately. Could have helped me discard the extra ruby for something more impactful. And he's got the Balloon as Gatekeeper. Yeah. This is where we regret our choices. Oh no, it's something even worse. And he kills everything. He's a board sweeper. Alright. Now, Agatha's champion will not be able to kill the Gatekeeper. In fact, I can play a ruby and still have 5 mana. So let's do that. Sacrifice a treasure. This has been a pretty good bargain deck. Doesn't have death touch, does it? No, good. Not bad. We kill a 3/3 flyer. It's just, yeah, the 6/5 is a bit of a problem. And whatever else he has. He's had quite a good draw, I think. I'm doing my best to draw every land in the deck, as usual. Boundary Lands Ranger unfortunately got board swept, so that's not happening. Oh, Galvanic Giant. Oh wow, because he has 7 mana. He's draw 4 and discard 2. Okay. But it's only a 3/3 giant when you play it. Okay, when you cast big spells, you can stun things. He had Elusive Otter as well. My god. He has 2 better cards in his hand than Elusive Otter, and that's quite scary. Oh right, because he's blue-black and he doesn't have the green mana yet for Otter, that's why he's done that. Whenever you... Does he have a mana value 5 spell? With only 4 mana, we'll see. Like Nightmares, okay. So, exile. I didn't know about this one. Okay, 4 mana, exile, and you get to scry 2 if you control an enchantment. And I no longer have the power to trade off with the giant, and I'm going to draw another land. Okay, as is tradition. Okay, no attacks. But yeah, he just drew 4 and discarded 2, so we don't really have a hope in hell at this point. I'm regretting the Stonesplitter Bolt at this point. 100%. he'd have done a bit of extra damage with that Alchemist, I suppose. I think I was just hoping he wouldn't hit the land he needed just to play the Balloon as Gatekeeper on curve. Stab wound. -2, -2. So that's just dead. Great. Now he's going to swing for 9. He's had, I guess, 3 target removal spells and basically a board sweeper that took out 2 of my things. I see, he's been cursed now because of the Vantress Transmuter. Right, that can make that a 3/2, but I die, so we have to play the creature side of it. Oh, he could attack for 2. We can block and trade with the Gatekeeper, but I'm sure he's got removal spell number 5. No, he's going to look for removal spell number 5 because he's got another Galvanic Giant. But yeah, that works too. It works like a removal spell because it's a 5 mana thing and you can tap that down. So this has to chump block if I want to live another turn. Oh, he's holding that back. Okay. Okay, Collector's Vault. Let's go. What can this do? First activation, or maybe second activation, it can draw me another land. Okay, I'm gonna get ready on the good game. There we go. So yeah, that's what it looks like when you don't have Boundary Lands Ranger filtering out the land for you, because he did get killed by a board sweeper. But yeah, that's the first board sweeper on this run. It's a tricky board sweeper. You've got a that card that has got to remove something from your graveyard, and then it's I think -X, where X is the casting cost. So it's not the most straightforward board sweeper in the world. But he got a 2-for-1 with it, or well, it's a 3-for-1, isn't it? Because you get a creature and you kill 2 enemy creatures. So. Right. What have we got here? We've got a 2-drop. We've got the Worm, but we've only got 2 land. We have a Collector's Vault for emergencies. So we are going second. We'll see if we can draw a 3rd land by our 2nd turn. There we go. Okay, we've got our 3rd land. We probably don't need to rush out the Collector's Vault just yet. Now, I've got an observation here. So if that sacrifice a creature, Goblin Bombardment deals 1 to any target. So I'm expecting maybe a deck with lots of rats. Red can have lots of rats. I think because this guy... Oh, I'll tell you what. He could attack on turn 2 because I can play a Daredevil on turn 3. That said, I'll get a Beanstalk Wurm on turn 4 if I do it this way. Okay, Mocking Sprite, since the sorceries cost 1 less. check out forest. We don't. Yeah, you need a 5th land. That is the one thing. For 4 mana, we can play. You can get a food token and play Hollow Scavenger. That's immediately what my mind goes to. Or Witchstalker plus Collector's Vault. Okay, let's try the Witchstalker and Collector's Vault idea. This can help me look for another land next turn. That's always a 2 mana thing that I can do. Oh god. Oh. Flying and trample. Whenever your attacks gain a treasure token. Right, we've got a Ruby Daring Tracker, so that's effectively 1 mana. What we'd like to do is feral encounter when we've got a powerful creature on the board. And guess how we do that? We do Minecart Daredevil. I've just realised that. Okay. Yeah, we've got to kill this dragon before it just makes loads of treasures. And we've got to just give up on whatever creature we get with this. So we will not be able to play one of these, so we just decline. Minecart Daredevil, what's that to 4? And it should be able to shoot a dragon out of the sky. And it can trigger itself, right? As well. So I can swing for 5 damage. Oh, you can sacrifice it to do me a point of damage. That's a good point. You can always Goblin Bombardment me. That's a good spot. Into the Fey Court, wow. So draw 3, make a fairy. Okay, we have 5 mana up. We could just do Beanstalk Wurm. We could do Ruby, Daredevil, attack with Ruby. We could tap Ruby to make a food token. We're racing this person at the moment. Maybe we don't need to sort of worry about trying to block his flyers yet. That's what I'm thinking. So I think we play the Ruby. Play the Daredevil. Don't need a food token yet. We're not that close to death. I would say we should be able to hit for 6. Unless he's got that to stop everything triggering. Okay, so I could attack for 1 or just play a food token. I'd rather play the food token now. After that. So it's going to be, yeah, a tougher fight than I imagined. But he has just drawn 3 cards into the Fey Court and kind of got away with him. I wasn't able to punish him there. He got his 1 mana removal spell. So flick a coin and ping it with a fairy or another flick a coin. Frolicking Familiar, nice. And this thing has got, yeah, prowess basically. Well, two can play at that game. I can flick a coin at the 2-1, or I can play a Beanstalk Wurm. I could do flick a coin and Hollow Scavenger, which seems okay. I'd have to use the treasure immediately to make the Hollow Scavenger. Yeah, let's kill a Mocking Sprite. It's just making everything cheaper for him. He can sack that. Ping me, but he forgot to. That's good. And I can keep my treasure because I just drew a land. Yeah, you did an oops, didn't you? I could attack for 3 if I want to. If this wants to eat the food, but no, I don't think we do that. I think we're definitely on the back foot here. We probably need the 3 life points more than the 3 damage on my opponent. So an interesting spells deck, it turns out. It's not got huge amounts of creatures so far. That is just a pretty good card, adding sort of 1 damage on to your flicker coins. Means you can kill most things, really. Oh god, you have a second Frolicking Familiar. Well, it's an uncommon, I guess. There's 1 damage, and... Familiar. Oh. Yuck. Okay, my turn. Spelled. It made it through, and I think, yeah, I just attack on the ground here. I'm thinking I want to discard this mountain at some point, so I'm going to hold on to it. I definitely want that. I could be dead though. I might. Because I'll have to use the treasure if I want to sacrifice this for 3 life. We'll see. I'm going to be ambitious and hold on to the land to discard later. Oh jeez. So he had another removal spell. So that is 7 damage in the air. So let's eat the food, we've got to sacrifice the treasure. He has 2 spells now. There's 1 spell. That's Hollow Scavenger, no. It's going to get me 3 more life points. I'm about to go to 10 life. No, I'm going to be on 1 life. That's going on the top or bottom of my library as well. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's what that means. So, yeah, that's obviously not going to be enough to win the game. So it's just 3 life points. Oh yeah, Goblin Bombardment is a thing that exists. That he has right there. Yeah, that wins. Yep, interesting. I think Goblin Bombardment. Now you don't need a deck that makes huge numbers of creatures. It's just a good card in limited, I think. That's the proof of that, especially when you have lots of things that do 1 point of damage. a few expendable fairies and things. Okay. Well, it's looking like it's going to be one of these 50-50 decks. We had a good start, but things got tough, as they often do. It's a 2-lander. We have a 2-drop creature. We've got Witch's Mark. So this is my sort of... This is supposed to fix the 2-land hands. Because it's discard and draw 2 cards. So it's quite easy, hopefully, to get 3rd land. In theory. Touch wood. Right. Keep 7. Opponent goes first, so I'll draw an extra card. And we do get an extra land. So that means we can go 2-drop, 3-drop. Right, he plays a 2-2. Okay, right, we have a ruby. But we don't have yeah, ruby can't get through for a point of damage. We don't have a 1-mana spell she can help cast, so play a Witchstalker. Somehow appropriate against his unassuming sage. Right, so Verdant Outrider gets... Oh! Flick a coin. Because this is about to be a 3/3 lifelink, right? I mean, 100% chance he's got something that fixes that guy. So you can bounce that back and get something pretty nice. Well, it becomes, yeah, 3/3, isn't it? Okay, we could use the treasure, play the Beanstalk Wurm, but he's playing white, so I'm thinking he just hits that with a pacifism immediately. That's what I would do. So I'm going to use the adventure, play the extra land. And we want a Verdant Outrider. We could play Ruby, use the treasure, play the Outrider. But we're splashing for a couple of things. We might need that treasure for Black Mana later, so I'll play the Verdant Outrider first. That, and attack. Trading off, yeah. Fair enough. You see, there you go. So that has attracted a cooped up. That would have gone straight on the Beanstalk Wurm had I played that last turn. Ruby can attack for 3, by the way. I could play Ruby. I could Witch's Mark Ruby as well. This maybe discard the Collector's Vault. Attack for 4. All interesting ideas. Maybe Collector's Vault is pretty good. Okay, maybe just keep it simple, play the Beanstalk Wurm. It's just Ruby's got haste, so I can actually hit for 3 damage this turn. Play the Beanstalk Wurm. Let's see if he's got another cooped up. Werefox Bodyguard. Oh, nice. So, I'm just going to gobble up that one. But that's, you know, that's not the worst result. We do have a couple of, yeah, we've got a couple of fight creatures and a removal spell. If we're lucky, we might draw them. I could hit with a 4/4 haster here. In fact, I could play a forest, ruby. I give up on the adventure side of it. It's kind of a breakthrough card when we've got a lot of creatures built up on both sides, where this has been dominated by removal spells, I suppose. One removal spell by me. Oh, Return Triumphant comes back, so he's got a way of... Oh, that's just going to be a 2-2. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, so he can put 5/5 worth of blockers. What's he... Ah, wait, surely there must be an instant... Yeah, it can't be this simple, can it? So I've got this quandary a little bit with the Witch's Mark. I've got what I actually discard. Usually I want to discard a land. Collector's Vault is good in the long run. Ruby's a 3/4. Okay, just attack. How about that? Okay, just chump blocking. Okay, I'll take it. So we're doing the food. We're having a scavenger, and we're doing the collector's vault. And we've got sort of multiple ways of getting rid of land. 2 ways of getting rid of excess land that's coming up. Now we can make more treasures as well if we need stuff. Ah, there you go. That's how he does it. He does the Hamlet Glutton bargains away there. So he's got a 3/3 lifelink now. Impressive. And he gains his 3 life as well. Okay. Well, 2 can play at that game. Remind me what you can sacrifice with bargain. Artifact, enchantment, or token. Okay. So I could eat up the food. Remind me, so that goes to 5/4. Yeah, there's nothing that can get through a Hamlet Glutton, apart from another Hamlet Glutton. I think we eat the food token. Or we just tap Ruby, because we've got 7 mana. Then we can still maybe pump the Hollow Scavenger if we need to. So he's down to... He's got 3 cards still. Celebrant. So you can bounce Werefox Bodyguard, and you give me that back. Oh, okay, no, yeah, you take that away, so... And then you can put that on the Glutton. Fair enough. Good move. Very creative. And you got 2 good cards on top of the deck as well, just as a bonus. Love to see it. Didn't attack with a Glutton. I'd have obviously just traded off 2 creatures for it, I suppose. My turn. Oh, the troll. Okay. Well, the troll. Yeah, this is why we kept the treasure. I guess troll kills Werefox Bodyguard. I think kill it now. Don't wait, because when he's untapped, he might have an instant kill spell for the troll, which actually cancels out any fight you might have. Anything I'm missing? No, I think I'm going to do that. Faunsbane Troll. Only thing with Bodyguard, he might just have another Return Triumphant. Oh wow, we have a Witch's Mark, so we can do that again. We can attack. Just sort of hope we draw a... Yeah, it's interesting. We can attack with a few things there, but it's not enough to like kill him or anything. Ceramont, monster roll token. Oh, on the lifelinker actually, I thought we'd go for 7/7 Hamlet Glutton, but that's reasonable as well. Oh, and it's boosted even more. That's right. So it becomes 5/5. Right. Yeah. Okay. My turn. It's weird. I never wanted to draw a land so much when I've got 6 land in play already, so I can just discard it and do some cool stuff. Right. Let's just sort of. Let's do a bit of a body count here. Well, he's obviously going to gain 5 life off the courtier here. He gets a free kill on my best creature, basically. And then maybe sort of trade. No, he gets to kill a 4/4 as well. And maybe a 3/4. I get maybe, let's see, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I get through with 7 damage, right? It's not good enough because then he gains 5 life off the courtier, so undoes all of the good work. No attacks. He really hoping he doesn't have a board sweeper, but I don't think you can play around board sweepers in limited. It's just bad luck if you run into one, really. Another one. Oh god. Right. Oh, he sacrificed that to. He didn't quite have enough mana for it. He needed 1 more mana. Okay, fair enough. And Slumbering Keep Guard. You sacrificed all of your enchantments. So he's traded the 5/5 lifelink blocker so he can have another 6/6 blocker. I guess. Right, so I'm thinking we attack with something. Power 2 or less. So that can really get blocked by anything. I think it's the Verdant Outrider is expendable. That's what I'm thinking. Worst case scenario, he trades off with Stockpiling Celebrant. Or, yeah. That's what I'm going to go for. You're expendable, you go in. You can get to 6 power. It's going to double block with those, okay. So we take 1 down. That's the result. Play a Minecart Daredevil. End the turn. Okay. It's a land. Oh. What a day. Basically the 4/4 can fight something. So I think just kill the 3/3 lifelink. Seems reasonable, right? Boundary Lands Ranger, my favourite card. How many cards have I got left? 18. I mean, we could be very cagey about this and just attack with everything. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Yeah, we'll just activate that as a sorcery and kill a 3/3 creature, because obviously we're going to go down to 4/4. Do an extra point of damage as well. Gains 3 life. Let's go to the combat phase and discard a mountain. Can pop this guy to 5/4. Okay, we can make a land with haste. Okay, he's got 4 blockers. He's got 2 good quality blockers, which can just take out 2 of my creatures, right? Yeah, it can take out Ruby. You can take out a 5/4. Then it's a trade and a chomp block. Oh, he can actually kill the troll if I attack this turn. Anyway, let's look at how much damage I do if I get through. So let's say these 4 are blocked. That's 3, 7, 10 damage through. He might have a board sweeper, you see. But I'm not going to attack, because I can attack with another 3/3. Yeah, I get a land with haste next turn. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Let's turn a mountain. Let's cast with bargain. Target a land you control. The only thing we've forgotten here is we kind of wanted that food token to pump the wolf. Should have tapped the collector's thingy. Little oversight. Never mind. I think the plains we actually need, because of the rare land that we've got. Oh, okay. Stonesplitter Bolt. Yeah, we can only do... We're not going to wait another turn. Attacking with the Boundary Lands Ranger is probably a bit stupid, but I'll accept it. There's the trade, and he's going to kill something else. Yeah, rubies. That 11, 15, 19 damage through. Do I have any tramplers where I can push more damage through? I don't think so. You know what? If I use that before blockers to kill one of his blockers. I have lethal. If I don't win this from here, I only have myself to blame. But there you go. I was obsessed with killing that second Hamlet Glutton, I think. 1/3 blocker. One more card. Is it the board sweeper? I'd be very surprised if it was. Okay, we did it. We got to a 4th win. It was slightly better than 50-50. Okay, very nice. Get to 1400 gems. So this is my best Premier draft in Wilds of Eldraine so far, so that's nice. The last one was a 3-3 and that was my previous best. Okay, we're doing very well at getting Ruby in the opening hand. Let's keep. Top decking a 3rd land as well when we have a 2-land hand, which is always nice. Okay, I think play Ruby, and because I've drawn 2 lands, I'm okay just chomp blocking with Ruby. But I don't want to keep my boundary lands Ranger. This does come back though when you get an enchantment. That can get pumped to 5/4. So I don't think we've got time to do any tricks with like ride the rails here. I think we just got to block with the Daredevil. Just stop the onslaught. Doesn't even have to sacrifice the food, of course. You need to have something that will survive. If he does pump it with the food. I mean, that'll still trade off. What we don't have is any fuel for Agatha's champion. We want to bargain with something. Does nothing. That is a relief. Okay, right. Boundary Lands Ranger seems good. Let's do that. And we could play Witch's Mark. But we don't we want to keep that land, of course, because we need 5 land for our other 2 things. But we will, on the other hand, we'll draw 2 cards. We'll redraw into another land. This will give us a Wicked Roll token that we can use. I'm going to, with our bargain. That's the idea. So we are going to use this. We're going to use it on the Ranger. Discard a mountain. Hopefully we draw another land in the top 3 cards, we hope. We draw 2 more. Okay, well, yeah, there's too many creatures here. A reach creature might be better than the haste creature. I'm gonna drop the haste creature. Okay, yeah, we found it. We found another land. Good news. And yeah, I'm greedy. I want to hang on to the troll and just hope we can get some mana. He has sacrificed his food, so I'm a bit less scared about this 3-2. So he knows he can just attack with it, and I don't have anything that can beat it. I just have to trade off. Utopia Sprawl, interesting. So this is mana fixing, because he's got white in the deck as well. There's a Shrouded Shepherd, and he can get a Red Tooth Vanguard back, of course. Right. Okay, 1 mana left. So we're thinking Agatha's Champion, sacrifice the Wicked Roll, kill the Hollow Scavenger. Seems good. And we could even maybe discard the Witchstalker, because we're trying to find black mana for the troll. Yeah, drop the Witchstalker. Oh, we've got white mana. I'm going to attack with the 2-2. He can, yeah, he's going to stop a bigger chunk of damage. Makes sense. Oh god. This is the second time I've run it. No, third time I've run into the triplets, ironically. So yeah, that is just a game ender right there. It's completely unbeatable in limited, I would say. Because when it dies, the other two become 6-6. When one of those dies, the last one becomes a 12-12. I don't think anyone should have to play against this 3 times. Well, I've had 4 drafts and about 5 sealed. It's too many times. I did not sign up for this. Okay, it's the good news. The good news. They're only 3/3 to begin with, and I've got bigger creatures, so maybe we will live for a turn longer. Oh wait, I've got Flicker Coin. I can get a treasure and play a troll as well. I could do that. Let's play the worm first. Yeah, that was the point. I don't get to use my ranger because I want to keep the flicker coins as a way of playing the troll next turn. So, do we let all 3 of them through if he attacks? Because we could kill 2 of them, and then he's left with a 12-12. Interesting, interesting. He's too scared. This thing properly fights, doesn't it? If that creature would die, exile it instead. And this only triggers on hitting the graveyard. Do we actually have we found the answer? Okay, flick a coin first at his face. Okay, we'll keep we've got to play the land because we need 1 mana open to use this. Oh, it's sorcery speed though. Okay, I think we're going to do a science experiment here. This says, when it dies, put a number of XX equal to its power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. Is he getting killed at instant speed? Because that's just adding insult to injury. I mean, come off it. Okay, science experiment time. We're either going to die horribly or we're going to possibly have a chance of winning. Right, we are taking out the card Gruff Triplets and hopefully exiling it so it doesn't add any tokens or counters. Does it work? No, he's got instant speed removal. Nice. Okay, that didn't work. Probably should have known that, but I wanted to do the science experiment. This makes a 3/3. I think we decline because at least a 3/3 can trade with a Gruff Triplet. So he could attack me for 13 here. Oh god, right, yeah, he's got the rare land, right. 4/4. Aha, very smart. Attack just with one of them and then you're okay, aren't you? I guess exiled from the graveyard, sure. I'm tempted to take out the Scream Puff here. That just trade off and take 7. Too much food. So gotta love it. Not only does he have the Gruff Triplets, he's got instant removal to counter my one chance to do anything about it. Well, Hamlet Glutton's pretty good. 7 mana. Yeah, let's do that. Gain 3 life. Decline that. No attacks. Yeah, Tough Cookie can throw 2 4/4 creatures at me for 6 mana. It's worth pointing out. Okay, and that makes food whenever it attacks and exiles a creature. Exiles something from the graveyard, so you can get another one of those. Yeah, it's yeah, the damage is adding up here. He's doing the Gruff Triplets thing. So we probably have to just let 9 damage through there. Kill the cottage. That is my... It's the best thing I can come up with. Then I'm going to be facing a little problem, because Tough Cookie can probably make 3 attackers next turn, so I'm facing potentially 7 attackers. I've got to come up with 4 blockers. This is 1 blocker. Or I'm facing 2/6/6 tramples if I block one of these. or I'm losing Agatha's champion to a food token. We need to draw removal to kill Tough Cookie, and then we're okay. I think that's literally it. Yeah. One blocker. So yeah, 13 damage. Okay. Remember that we've got Boundary Lands Ranger as well. Oh, little issue. Brave the Wilds is it's a bargain card. Of course, we do not have any fodder for it, so I think that's probably why we discard it. Yeah, we don't need the swamp anymore, so we just discard it. Took me a little while to realise that. Never mind. Okay, Return from the Wilds gives us a 1/1 chomp blocker. It gives us a food token. So we managed to get to 5 blockers, and essentially the food is like a blocker, it gives me 3 life. We still have the mana to use up the food. But I still think we're dead. He's sacrificing the food for 3 life. Are you sure? You could have had 3 attackers this turn. A third extra attacker. Oh, okay, you're going to top deck another removal spell. Nice. Just like that. My best blocker goes away. Love it. That's him down 3 mana. So 4 mana? Down 4 mana. So he can only make 1 food-based attacker. But I'm just very dead, aren't I? I'm going to get to 5 life with my food. I chomp block the food token with the 1/1. Gruff. Triplets are just a bit of a problem. It's attacking with 1. Okay. 2. Okay. I don't think I've got a way of... tell you what. So this is going to be a 12/12, right? No, I think the way it'll time, the timing will work. That'll become a 9/9. Just thinking, can I do a stone? If I can try top deck Stonesplitter Bolt and kill it. 2, 3, 6, 7. Because I need to. I might need the food token in order to. Yeah. Okay. That's my out, is top decking that. Right, past 2 blockers. Okay. You're dead. You 2 are dead. I need to live there. Don't use the food token. Because I need it for bargaining my Stonesplitter Bolt. And then I still probably die to the Tough Cookie, but I'll just have to take that on the chin. Keep my Boundary Lands Ranger, so I get maybe 2 shots. Yeah, so as predicted, that becomes a 9/9. At least it's not a 12/12. That's all I'm saying. Right, my turn. Draw a card. Interesting. Hollow Scavenger. So food and 3 power on the to the board. Well, 5 power to the board and 4 toughness. We can actually trade off with that. He's got 2 food tokens, so he's got 2 4/4s coming in. 3, 7, 9. If I block with everything and kill it, I'm still getting hit with 10 damage. I'm going to be on. If I use my food, I'm on 8 life. Don't think it quite works. If we discard this and draw Stonesplitter Bolt, we can kill that. Sacrificing the food, and then we still got 2 4/4s and a 2/2, so we still die. And I'm about to time out. Let's think this through. Right, 3/2. Get to 8 life. Maybe if we double block that and block one of those, I'm on 5 life and I still die. Okay, I'm going to try and top deck a Stonesplitter Bolt because I think that would be more stylish. Oh, did I just... It just went all the way through and it didn't give me a chance to draw a card. Oh, that's nice of it. Okay. Guess I'll just die then in a very boring way. Yeah, if you have too many timeouts in a row, it just goes all the way through, I think. Fair enough. Even when you're facing... Yeah, it's like, if you're facing gruff triplets, I think I'm entitled to an extra timeout to work out all the permutations. Okay, we'll pop the food. Get to 5. Block both of these, but he's a trampler, so we die. That's basically it. Well, that's the longest I survived against gruff triplets, and I actually had some counterplay against them. It's just he had more counterplay for my counterplay. He could remove my Faunsbane Troll before it could exile one of the gruff triplets, which is yeah, ridiculous. It's a disaster. But you gotta try something. I suppose what you're supposed to do is to wait for him to tap out, and you know. But he had those and removal, so I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there. Probably most people just concede, to be honest, as soon as they see gruff triplets. So this is a look at the deck. It's called Imodane's Bolt. We didn't quite do the Imodane the Pyrohammer Stonesplitter Bolt combo, but you know, it's the thought that counts. I think, did we even get Imodane once? I feel like in the first game we had Imodane and we were waiting to draw the Bolt, and we never saw Imodane again, but we did see the Bolt in other games. So this worked out all right. So we went for the ferocious red-green deck. My previous red-green deck was a food deck because it had 2 food fights. So this is all about power 4. I dropped all of the rat cards because I also had rats. I had first pick was Song of Totentanz. So it was it's sort of, if you choose a synergy you're going for, it's easy to cut cards. So you just cut anything that's not 4 power, basically. Song of Totentanz might have been good to win a few games, potentially, but I'm not. I don't know. I've seen these kinds of spells where you make X creatures. They're never quite as good as you think. It's like you're relying on getting to that stage of the game where you do have lots of mana sitting around, and that doesn't happen as often as you think, and you don't obviously draw the card as often as you think for those situations. So it's kind of becomes a very edge case advantageous thing, and you probably just want to have more efficient things, which are just good all the time. Yeah, so that was the decision I went for. That's going for ferocious and also going for a bit of ramp with some treasure things. I don't think we use Collector's Vault all that much, but it seems like a nice idea. And we had the right mana base. We got Faunsbane Troll out, and I even got the other combo in the deck, which I've only got two. I've only got one other aura, so I'm able to attach an aura with Witch's Mark. So I did actually kill two things in one game with the Faunsbane Troll fight effects, so that was quite satisfying. Yeah, Agatha's champion killed a couple of things as well. Grabby Giant, I kept thinking about, sacrificing artifacts with it and drawing cards. That's another nice sort of card draw engine. Probably, I nearly had it going with the Collector's Vault, but we never actually had that had this card in that kind of stage of game where it was you're able to spend a lot of mana on stuff. It nearly got to that stage, but I think that particular game I won too quickly. These 3 mana 4 power creatures, obviously these are core to this kind of strategy. So I think I just had one Minecart Daredevil and 1 Verdant Outrider. So these commons are pretty crucial. Hollow Scavenger can kind of do the job. You've got to sacrifice a food token. It's not ideal. It's obviously this is for the food deck. It's a good card, but it's better for the food deck. So this was kind of a filler card, I think you'd have to say. Flicker Coin actually was good this game, and it's not just picking off a fairy every so often. It's providing a treasure token for my troll. In theory, also there was the Restless Bivouac there, but I never activated it in the entire run. But I'm sort of not surprised by that, really. It's sort of sometimes you never see cards, and this one needs obviously another white mana source to activate. It's another one that needs to get to that stage of the game where there's lots of mana sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, Ruby Daring Tracker was pretty cool. Although I didn't have much opportunity to sort of play at turn 2, tap it and do a 1-drop, because we only have 2 1-drops. We've got Candy Trail, Brave the Wilds. That's what I was sort of hoping for, but yeah, that didn't come off. And I suppose we have a decent number of 2-drops, so you can play it on turn 3, play it and play another 2-drop sometimes. We got Feral Encounter a couple of times. We used it to kill a 4/4 dragon that came out on turn 4, so that was quite good. That was where I did Minecart Daredevil to pump a Territorial Witchstalker and played the Feral Encounter so the Witchstalker could kill the dragon. So that was quite satisfying. I still lost that game, of course, but yeah, blue-red flyers basically with Goblin Bombardment. Boundary Lands Ranger was MVP. So if you do build a ferocious deck, you got lots of powerful creatures. This guy becomes amazing. Just being able to ditch. I seem to love drawing extra lands, so this guy can ditch the extra lands and draw you proper cards. So, and that happened a couple of times. So, highly recommended for this kind of deck. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably everything. I think people are pretty familiar with Beanstalk Wurms and Hamlet Gluttons. They're a couple of the most popular green creatures, aren't they? One regret was that maybe that Stonesplitter Bolt on the 1/3 creature. I think it was going to be a 3/3 creature swinging in. I thought I'd sacrifice my Candy Trail to kill a 3/3 on like turn 4, and I knew that he had a 6/5 creature because he'd adventured it. So that was a questionable decision, but I just, because I could do it, I couldn't resist doing it. Anyway. Not a bad deck, I think. It was okay. It was just okay, really. Definitely zeroing in on a single strategy is definitely the takeaway there. It does seem to be a bit better. Right, anyway, I think that's the video, so thanks for watching.